Welcome back, virtual travelers. If you thought flying was complicated before, hold on tight, because the landscape of air travel is about to get a whole lot bumpier. With the new 2025 airport rules rolling out across the country, some major shakeups are set to transform every part of your airport experience. Whether you travel for business or just catch a rare getaway, these changes will affect everyone, and trust me, some of them will leave you scratching your head. Today, I'm counting down the 15 things you can't do in US airports under the latest rulebook. From everyday conveniences to surprising new bans, you'll want to stick around until the end, because I'll also reveal how you can push back if you disagree with these changes. Before we jump in, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a virtual travel update. Ready? Let's dive in. 1. No more laptops or tablets in the cabin. The new rules mean all electronics bigger than your phone must go in checked bags. Yes, that includes laptops, iPads, and even e-readers. Officials argue that this helps them screen for hidden threats, but critics say it's a nightmare for business travelers and students who need to work on the go. Plus, is anyone really comfortable checking expensive gadgets these days? The debate continues, convenience versus security. 2. Liquids, even stricter limits. Remember the old 3.4-ounce liquid limit? Now it's down to 2 ounces max, even in your checked suitcases. That means no more big bottles of shampoo, lotion, or local wine as souvenirs unless you're ready to ship them separately. The intent is tighter control over dangerous substances, but families, medical patients, and international travelers are feeling squeezed. 3. Mandatory biometric boarding. Facial recognition scans are now required for every passenger, with no opt-outs. The airport says this will speed up security lines and prevent ID fraud, but privacy watchdogs are sounding the alarm about your face print being stored in federal systems. What if your data leaks? And what about those who don't trust biometric surveillance? The debate is heating up. 4. Social media account checks at security. Security staff can now request access to your social media profiles, and if you refuse, you might lose your boarding pass. The official reason? To spot potential red flags. But digital rights groups warn this could punish jokes, memes, or old posts, and opens the door to misunderstandings and privacy violations. Where's the line between safety and freedom? 5. No face coverings allowed, with rare exceptions. Unless you have a documented medical reason, hats, masks, scarves, veils, and hoodies must be removed at all checkpoints. Security claims this is necessary for clear identification, but advocates say it unfairly targets religious and cultural garments, not to mention people with health concerns. Is this a fair compromise or a step too far? 6. Pre-check and global entry eliminated. Say goodbye to fast-lane security. Everyone now gets the same standard screening, regardless of how often they travel or how much they paid for expedited programs. Officials argue this closes security gaps, but frequent flyers and families with kids are bracing for longer waits and more stress. 7. No public Wi-Fi in terminals. Free airport Wi-Fi is gone. The rationale? To protect against cyber attacks on open networks. But now travelers have to rely on expensive mobile data or risk being disconnected during layovers. This hits international visitors and remote workers the hardest. 8. No more cash tips at airports. Tipping with cash is banned. All gratuities must go through digital apps or QR codes, with every transaction tracked. Proponents say this helps prevent theft and tax fraud, but workers worry about delays and lost earnings, especially for those who rely on tips for their livelihood. What happens to travelers who don't use digital wallets? 9. Poor credit. No boarding. In a controversial move, airlines can now deny boarding to passengers with low credit scores. The stated goal is to prevent fraud, but critics argue this is classist and punishes people facing financial hardship, from students to those with medical bills. 10. 72-hour lock on tickets. no last-minute refunds. Missed your flight? No refunds or changes allowed within 72 hours of departure, no matter the reason. Airlines claim this reduces chaos and overbooking, but travelers call it cruel, especially in emergencies or for families facing sudden crises. 11. No liquid purchases from duty-free. Forget grabbing that bottle of perfume or local whiskey. You can't bring any duty-free liquids on board, even if they're sealed and bought after security. Officials say it's for safety, but retailers and travelers alike are frustrated by the loss of convenience and choice. 12. Sleeping in the terminal? Not allowed. Overnight stays in airports are now prohibited. Anyone found sleeping or loitering between midnight and 5 a.m. may be escorted out. The goal is to reduce security risks, but critics say it's unfair to stranded passengers and the homeless. 13. Ideological screening for international travelers. Visitors may be questioned about their political views, social media activity, and participation in protests. Authorities say this helps flag extremists, but civil liberties groups warn it could lead to discrimination and stifle free speech. 14. Airport protests banned. All forms of demonstration inside airports are now illegal, even peaceful gatherings or silent vigils. The policy is meant to prevent disruptions, but free speech advocates argue it limits basic rights in public spaces. 15. Airlines can blacklist passengers, no appeal. If you have a heated exchange with staff or are deemed disruptive, you could be permanently banned from flying with no way to contest the decision. While this is intended to protect crews and passengers, consumer advocates fear a slippery slope toward unfair blacklisting. So, what do you think? Are these rules necessary for safety, or are they over-the-top restrictions that infringe on your rights as a traveler? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going. And if you believe in travel freedom, share this video, contact your elected officials, and support organizations fighting for passenger rights. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week on Virtual Travel, I'll reveal real strategies and legal workarounds for navigating these new rules. Hit like if you think air travel should be fair for all, and I'll see you in the next episode as we dig even deeper into what's changing behind the scenes. Thanks for watching Virtual Travel, where your journey is always worth defending.